Thailand to visit with our good friend Anuchai. He's the head chef at the Royal Thai Air Force Officers Club of Bangkok. He's worked in some of the finest restaurants in Thailand, Japan, and Hong Kong. So what do we need to first get started today?
Today we're going to make
วันนี้เรามา
pad
ทำผัดไทยกันครับ
thai. First of all, let me give you a few of the ingredients in pad thai.
จะเริ่มต้นด้วย
We start with fresh or dry rice noodles,
ไข่ไก่
chicken eggs,
กุ้งสด
fresh shrimp, or you can use dried shrimp,
แล้วก็ถั่วลิสง
roasted
ป่น
peanuts that have been crushed,
เชฟโป้หั่น
preserved
ฝอย
turnips chopped up,
แล้วก็เต้าหู้
extra
ครับ
firm
เต้าหู้
tofu
แผ่น
diced,
เต๋านะครับ
chopped garlic and chopped red onions, followed by bean sprouts and garlic chives or green onions,
แล้วก็มีพริกป่น
ground
ท้ายนะครับ
dried roasted chili
ที่สำคัญ
peppers.
ขาดไม่ได้คือ
And
น้ำ
one
สต๊อก
important
ครับ
ingredient that you can't do
น้ำ
without
ส
is
ต๊อก
the
ซึ่งเรา
sauce. And we're going to
ทำ
make
ด้วย
the sauce
น้ำ
out
ปลา
of fish sauce,
น้ำตาล
coconut palm
ปี๊บ
sugar,
แล้วก็น้ำส้ม
and
มะขาม
tamarind sauce.
So we're going to make the sauce first?
That's right. Okay, first we're going to make the sauce. I'm going to show you what ingredients go into the sauce, and so let's begin. For the sauce, you don't need too much
ไฟ
heat.
ไม่ต้องร้อนมากครับ
Just kind of use medium heat.
ไฟปานกลาง
Do you need a special pan for this, or is it just any kind of pan?
You can use any kind of pan for this.
จะเป็น
You
ห
can
ม้อ
even
เป็
use
น
a
อะไรก็ได้
pot. First, we're going to add the tamarind sauce.
How much tamarind sauce do we use?
The tamarind sauce, we'll be using about 1 cup. After that, we're going to put in fish sauce, about 1 cup of fish sauce.
ตาม
And
ด้
then
วย
we're going to add the coconut palm
ประ
sugar,
มาณ
about 2 tablespoons
3
of
ช้อน
that.
โต๊ะครับ
This looks like it's going to make enough food for 4 people.
Actually, if you use the amounts I'm using in this recipe, you're going to be able to make enough for 10 servings, and that's big servings. What we're going to do is make a lot more sauce than we need for today, and then we're going to just keep what we don't use in the refrigerator, and we can use it again the next time we make pad
แล้วก็
thai.
ซอสตัวนี้ออกมา
Now, how long do you leave that boiling for?
I'm going to stir it until the sugar starts to melt,
ทิ้งไว้สักครู่หนึ่ง
and then I'll let it simmer, maybe about 5 minutes or so,
ประมาณ5นาทีแหละครับ
and then it'll be ready to use.
แล้วก็จะออกมาเป็น
It should come out looking like this sauce right here. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the frying stage.
ตั้งกระทะให้ร้อน
So the first thing you want to do is set your pan or your wok over the stove and turn the fire up to kind of medium-high heat, I'd say. Once the pan is hot, go ahead and add some oil.
How much oil are you putting in?
About 3 tablespoons of
3
oil.
ช้อนตวงเนี่ยครับช้อนนี้นะครับประมาณนี้ขั้นแรกเราก็
Next, we'll add the chopped red onions and chopped garlic. About 1 tablespoon of each will do.
แล้วก็หอมแดงสับอย่างละช้อนนะครับ ประมาณช้อนโต๊ะนะครับ
Next, we'll add the diced tofu. Let's put it all in here.
ครับเต้าหู้เราใส่ให้หมด
That'll
นะ
make
ครับ
about 4
ที่เรา
servings.
ผัดนี่เราจะผัดประมาณ4ที่ครับผม
Now, how much of this tofu do you use?
เต้าหู้นี่ก็
The tofu, I'd say about 1 piece.
And is that about 2 cups?
2 ถ้วยตวง
Yeah, 1 piece is about 2 cups.
นะครับ
Now, is this the typical kind of tofu that you find at the store, or is this a different kind?
Actually, you can use any kind of tofu. Just make sure it's the extra firm tofu.
ก็อันนี้
Next, we're going to add the chopped turnips.
How many spoonfuls of chopped turnips are you going to
I
use?
would say about
4
4
ช้อนตวงนะครับ
teaspoons.
เทโปนะ
Then you want to start stirring it. Keep stirring just for a little bit,
ผัดไปเรื่อยๆ
until it starts to smell good.
สักครู่เดียวฮะ
Maybe about 30 seconds or so.
ไม่ครึ่งนาทีได้
Yeah, I'd say about half a minute.
ถ้าเป็น
Now, if you're in Thailand, you're going to add dried shrimp to the recipe. So let's go ahead and add some dried shrimp. Going to put about 3 tablespoons of dried shrimp.
You don't see that shrimp too often at the store. Can you use some other kind of shrimp?
Oh, sure. If you don't have dried shrimp, you can always use fresh shrimp or frozen shrimp from the
ไม่
supermarket.
ใส่กุ้งแห้ง
Now, if it's frozen, make sure to thaw it first.
ถ้าไม่เอาหัวเราก็เด็ดหัว
I like to use both. If it's fresh shrimp and you need to take the head off, you just grab the shrimp like this and just separate the head from the body.
Thais like to cook shrimp with the head off.
That's right. Thais really like to cook shrimp with the head still on. Okay, now we're going to kind of stir it for a little bit. Just let the shrimp kind of cook. Let me turn the fire down a little here. Well, if you're going to make 4 servings like I'm doing here, you probably want to have 4 big shrimp. But if you're going to use little shrimp, then maybe 10 shrimp. We're using freshwater shrimp here, but if you don't want to use freshwater shrimp, you can use any kind of shrimp.
Or the smaller size ocean shrimp?
That's right, any kind of shrimp. Okay, when this is done, we're going to add some of this over here. Fresh noodles. Now, the amount of noodles, fresh noodles, that I'm adding for this recipe is about, say, a pound.
And the noodles are wet because you soaked them before?
Here in Thailand, we use the fresh noodles, and that's why they're soft. If you're using the dried packaged noodles, you're going to have to soak them in water so that they get a little soft before you stir fry them. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of water here to soften up the noodles even a little more. Okay, now we're going to stir this up a little bit until the noodles get nice and soft. You'll probably find that the ingredients that we use here in Thailand and the ones you'll find in the West aren't exactly the same. But that's okay. This is how we do it in Thailand.
Are you cooking this for 2-3 minutes?
About half a minute if you use the fresh noodles. Now, if you use the dry noodles, you're going to have to cook them longer, maybe 2-3 minutes. Just cook them until they're soft. I'm going to add a little more oil here.
If you see the noodles look too dry.
That's right. And then I'm going to add some eggs. Now, for this recipe, I'm going to add about 3 eggs.
Just like that.
Yep, add the eggs right in there. It's important that you have a real hot wok when you stir-fry pad thai to get the real flavor to come out. Okay, now, after you've added the eggs in, you'll want to add the sauce that we made earlier. Now, for this recipe, I'm going to use about 6 tablespoons of sauce.
And enough for 4 people.
That's right, 4 people. Now, once we've added the sauce, we can add this, the bean sprouts.
Smells so good.
Smells really good.
And then I'll add the chives.
So about a cup of garlic chive?
That's right, about a cup of chives and a cup of bean sprouts. Now, if you want it spicy, you're going to want to add some of this dry roasted ground peppers in there. I'm going to make it not too spicy, so I'm just going to add a little bit.
What about the people who don't like spicy?
Yeah, if you don't like spicy, you don't have to add it at all. It'll be fine.
So it depends on the individual taste?
Right. Now, if you're not sure if your guests like it spicy or not spicy, you can always put the ground peppers on the side of the dish, and they can add it in there themselves. Okay, now it's done. And this is going to be enough for about 4 or 5 good servings. We'll dish it out.
That shrimp is mine, Daddy.
Now, in Thailand, pad thai is usually served with fresh vegetables because Thais love fresh vegetables. We'll start with huopli.
What's huopli?
It's the flower of the banana plant. Then we'll add some bean sprouts. We'll put them over here to the side. Next, we'll add some Thai herbs, some green onions. And if you like that lemony flavor, you can squeeze some limes over it.
In America, we don't have all these vegetables, so we'll just use green lettuce leaves instead.
You can use lettuce. You can use any kind of vegetable. Just use your imagination.
Any kind of vegetable.
That's right. Any kind of fresh vegetables you want to use. Just go ahead and give it a try.
ขอบคุณค่ะ I can't wait. I have to try this.
Go ahead and try some.
Good. อร่อยจริงๆค่ะ ขอบคุณค่ะ
You're welcome.
Thanks so much for joining us on Thai Food Tonight.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Want to learn how to cook the Thai dishes that you've seen on today's show? Email us at dim@thaifoodtonight.com and tell us the recipe that you'd like. We'll also be happy to try and answer any of your Thai cooking questions.